All right, everybody, good evening. Good evening, Happy New Year. Welcome to the January 6, 2025 organizational meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Haverford Township. This is where the board will elect its president and vice president, and they'll appoint their professional consultants, and they'll also appoint volunteers to serve on our various boards and commissions. I'm Dave Berman, I'm the township manager, and I'll briefly guide us through the meeting. Chief Viola, would you lead us in a Pledge of Allegiance? And I'd ask everyone to please remain standing at the conclusion.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioners. We take a moment of silence to remember Lieutenant Charles Moore, who passed away on Christmas Eve, 12/24/24, after a courageous battle of cancer. He served admirably with the Haverford Township Police for 35 years. He started with Lower Merion Police Department, spent 2 years there, and then came home to Haverford Township. He also served a career in the military. He's remembered by his loving wife, Riri, and his 3 children, and his many, many grandchildren. So we take a moment of silence to remember Charles, Chaz, as we used to call him. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So as we get started, before we begin, I would like to thank our incredible public works crews for their early morning work to clear the snow and slush and make our roads safe. We're also grateful to the police department, the firefighters, the EMS providers, sanitation and sewer teams, tree crew, parks maintenance staff, and all the dedicated employees at the stadium, the CREC, and here at the Township Building. They all work tirelessly to serve this community, and we are all happy to do so. And finally, a heartfelt thanks to the Board of Commissioners for supporting our team and empowering us to continue delivering the services that this community deserves and expects. So let's go ahead and get started. I will open the floor for nominations for the President of the Board of Commissioners.
Mr. Manager,
Mr. Former President Holmes.
I would like to nominate 4th Ward Commissioner Judy Trombetta to serve as President of the Board.
I'll second.
Are there any further nominations from the board?
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So on the motion to nominate Judy Trombetta as President of the Board of Commissioners, I'll call the roll. Commissioner Gondek,
Judy Trombetta.
Commissioner Forsty Grubb,
Ms. Trombetta.
Commissioner McCluskey,
Ms. Trombetta.
Commissioner Trombetta,
Judy Trombetta.
Commissioner Cavender,
Judy Trombetta.
Commissioner Holmes,
President Trombetta.
Commissioner Quinn,
Yes.
Commissioner Hart,
Judy Trombetta.
Commissioner McCollum.
Judy Trombetta.
Oh, yeah, I guess
They both moved so far.
I'll be very brief, but I just want to thank my colleagues for the trust you've placed in me tonight as your president and for this year. I'm deeply honored for this opportunity, and the moment is not lost on me. I do want to take a moment to also express my heartfelt thanks to our former president, Commissioner Larry Holmes, for his years of leadership and dedication, which have been instrumental in guiding this board and our township.
Thank you.
As we look ahead, I'm excited to continuing to work together with all of you to serve the residents of Haverford Township, build on the great work we've accomplished. Thank you again. And with that, I'd like to move on to agenda item number 3. This board will now entertain nominations for vice president of this board. Are there any nominations?
Mr. President, I'd like to nominate Kevin McCluskey as Vice President.
I've heard a motion and a second. The motion is now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
Yes, Madam President,
Yes.
I'd like to nominate Connor Quinn.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, I'll now,
Close nominations?
very good, is there a second? All in favor of closing nominations, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, will you please take the roll?
Commissioner Gondik.
Connor Quinn.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Mr. McCluskey.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Kevin McCluskey.
Commissioner Cavender.
Kevin McCluskey.
Commissioner Holmes.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Commissioner Quinn.
Quinn.
Commissioner Hart.
Kevin McCluskey.
Commissioner McCollum.
Commissioner Connor Quinn.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Commissioner Kevin McCluskey. Congratulations.
Lori's coming on down.
Quickly, just reiterate everything Commissioner Trombetta indicated about appreciation for all of our colleagues, and look forward to a productive 2025 and working with everybody on the board.
Thank you. So we now move on to agenda item number 4, administrative appointments, beginning with the appointment of the Township Solicitor for a 1-year term. Are there any nominations for Township Solicitor?
Madam President,
Yes, Commissioner Holmes.
I move that we reappoint John Walco as the Township Solicitor for a 1-year term to expire at the on December 31st, 2025.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion to close.
Second.
Good, let's move forward. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
John Walco.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Mr. Walker.
Commissioner McCluskey.
No, not yet.
Sorry. Commissioner Cavender.
John Wall.
Commissioner Holmes.
Attorney Walker.
Commissioner Quinn.
John Walco.
Commissioner Hart.
Mr. Walker.
Commissioner McCollum.
John Walco.
Commissioner McCluskey.
John Walco.
Commissioner Trombetta.
John Walco, congratulations. I'll wait for him to get seated. I'll now ask our Township Manager, Mr. Berman, for his appointment of the Township Engineer for a 1-year term. Mr. Berman?
Commissioners, I'd like to request you to appoint Pannoni as the Township Engineer for calendar year 25.
Second.
Are there any other? I guess I don't need to.
We got to correct that. So one of us has to move.
Mike, you move,
Mike.
move to appoint. Then I'll second.
Yeah.
Motion to close.
Second? Thank you. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Benoni.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Pannoni.
Commissioner McCluskey.
No.
Commissioner Cavender.
Panoni.
Commissioner Quinn.
Or,
No?
you forgot Holmes.
Oh, my goodness. Are you still here?
Boy, I've gone that fast. Yeah. Yes, to the Township Manager's appointment of Mr. Pannoni.
Thank you. Commissioner Quinn.
Panoni.
Commissioner Hart.
Pannoni.
Commissioner McCollum.
Hey, Panoni.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Pannoni.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Mr. Pannoni. Mr. Pannoni, congratulations. We now move on to resolutions. These are appointments to our boards and commissions. We'll start with the Environmental Advisory Committee. Each ward commissioner will have the opportunity to appoint one member for a 2-year term expiring December 31st, 2026. Commissioners, please share your appointee when Mr. Berman calls upon you. Mr. Berman.
Madam President?
Oh, the motion, thank you.
Yeah, I move that we will adopt Resolution 2433 of 2025, appointing the following boards and commissions.
Second.
Heard a motion and a second. Do I need to take the roll?
No roll at this point. We'll go through each one and then do the roll at the end, I guess. Or do we do the roll?
I think we do the roll, right? I think that's how we've done that in the past, I
Okay.
believe. And then we go through the wards, I think.
Very good.
All right, let's take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Yes.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender.
Yes.
Commissioner Holmes.
Yes.
Commissioner Quinn.
Yes.
Commissioner Hart.
Yes.
Commissioner McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Yes.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Yes. Thank you. Moving on to the Environmental Advisory Committee. Mr. Berman, can you take the roll for each ward?
I think you need to take nominations for each one.
No, I thought it's just, I thought these
Oh,
were
I'm
appointed.
sorry. I got
Yes.
it.
One word.
Oh, so each,
We're going to get it.
I got it. So, Mr. Gondik.
For Ward 1, I appoint Noel Smith.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
I appoint William Hitchcock.
Commissioner Cavender.
I appoint Victor Barsky.
Commissioner Holmes.
Robert Graff.
Commissioner Quinn.
Let Bannon.
Commissioner Hart.
Peter Pugliese.
Commissioner McCollum.
Mr. Hank Schwarb.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Joy Baxter.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Melissa Romano. Thank you. The next item on the agenda is the appointment or reappointment of members to the Friends of the Grange for a 2-year term. There are 3 positions available. I'll now entertain a motion.
Yes, I move to appoint Joe Rastetter to serve on the Friends of the Grange for a two-year term to expire on December 31st of 26.
Second.
I heard a motion and a second. The motion is now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations, questions, or comments?
Motion to close. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yes. You don't, you're good?
Motion to close. Yeah.
Second.
Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Joe Rastetter.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Joe Rastetter.
Commissioner Cavender.
Joe Rastetter.
Commissioner Holmes.
Mr. Rastetter.
Commissioner Quinn.
Joe Rastetter.
Commissioner Hart.
Joe Rastetter.
Commissioner McCollum.
Joe Rastetter.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Mr. Rastetter.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Mr. Rastetter, thank you. Is there a second motion for appointment?
Yes, Madam President. I'd like to make a motion to appoint Andrea Daniels to a 2-year term on the Friends of the Grange Committee, expiring December 2025. I'm sorry, 2-year term expiring 2026.
Second.
A motion and a second. Motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other candidates or nominations?
Motion to close.
Motion to close.
Motion and a second. Forgive me. If there's no further discussion, we'll make a vote on the motion to table. Are those in favor of tabling this item, please say aye.
Tabling. We're closing.
I'm sorry, not table.
I'll call the roll.
Yes, please.
Commissioner Gondik.
Mr. Hingles.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Ms. Daniels.
Understood.
Commissioner Cavender.
Andrea Daniels.
Commissioner Holmes.
Ms. Daniels.
Commissioner Quinn.
Yes.
Commissioner Hart.
Andrea Daniels.
Commissioner McCollum.
Andrea Daniels.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Ms. Daniels.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Andrea Daniels. Thank you. Is there a third motion to appoint or reappoint to the Friends of the Grange?
Motion to table the third appointment.
I'll second.
So motion to table is now open for discussion. Any comments, questions on this motion? If there's no further discussion, we'll move to vote on the motion to table. All those in favor of tabling this item, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions? Motion passes. Thank you. We now move on to the Health Advisory Board. There are 4 positions available for this. I'll now entertain a motion.
Madam President, motion to reappoint Susan Rubenstein to serve on the Health Advisory Board for a 5-year term to expire on December 31st of 2029.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion is second. Are there any other nominations?
Motion to close.
Second.
Motions have now been closed. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Susan Rubenstein.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender.
Susan Rubenstein.
Commissioner Holmes.
Ms. Rubenstein.
Commissioner Quinn.
Yes.
Commissioner Hart.
Susan Rubenstein.
Commissioner McCollum.
Susan Rubenstein.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Susan Rubenstein.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Susan Rubenstein. Congratulations, Ms. Rubenstein. Can I hear another motion to appoint or reappoint someone to the Health Advisory Board?
Madam President, motion to appoint Linda Mitchell to serve on the Health Advisory Board for a 5-year term to expire on December 31st, 2029.
Second.
Heard a motion and a second. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, will you please take the roll?
Commissioner Gondik.
Ms. Mitchell.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender.
Linda Mitchell.
Commissioner Holmes.
Ms. Mitchell.
Commissioner Quinn.
Yes.
Commissioner Hart.
Ms. Mitchell.
Commissioner McCollum.
Linda Mitchell.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Ms. Mitchell.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Linda Mitchell. Congratulations to Ms. Mitchell. I'll now entertain another motion to appoint or reappoint to the Health Advisory Board.
Madam President, motion to appoint Joseph Panzera to serve on the Health Advisory Board for a 5-year term to expire on December 31st, 2029.
Second.
Heard a motion and a second. Motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
Motion to close.
Is there a second? Motion and a second. All in favor of closing nominations, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it. Mr. Berman, will you please take the roll?
Commissioner Gondik.
Mr. Panzera.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender.
Joseph Panzera.
Commissioner Holmes.
Mr. Panzera.
Commissioner Quinn.
Panzera.
Commissioner Hart.
Mr. Panzera.
Commissioner McCollum.
Joseph Panzera.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Mr. Panzera.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Mr. Panzera, I've been asked to take a 2-minute recess.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your patience. I'll now entertain a motion from my colleagues for an appointment to our Health Advisory Board.
Motion to table.
Second.
Heard a motion to table and a second. Are there any questions, comments, or comments on this motion? There's no further discussion. We'll move to vote on motion to table. All those in favor of tabling this item, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Please say nay. Any abstentions? Motion passes. We'll table that. Next item on the agenda is the appointment or reappointment of members to the Historical Commission. There are 2 positions available. I'll now entertain a motion.
Madam President,
Mr. Holmes?
I would like to reappoint Susanna Baruco.
Is there a second?
Second.
Heard a motion and a second.
Madam
Motion.
President, I'd like to motion to appoint Paul Kahn to serve on the Historical Commission for a 4-year term to expire on December 31st of 2029.
Second.
We've heard a motion for, and a second for Mr. Cahan, Paul Cahan.
Oops, I apologize.
No, that's fine. Are there any other nominations?
Motion to close.
Is there a
Second.
second? All those in favor of closing nominations, say aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Paul Cahan.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Ms. Baruch.
Commissioner Cavender.
Susanna Baruch.
Commissioner Holmes.
Ms. Baruch.
Commissioner Quinn.
Paul Cahan.
Commissioner Hart.
Suzanne Baruch.
Commissioner McCollum.
Susanna Baruch.
Commissioner McCluskey. Ms. Baruch. Commissioner Trombetta.
Susanna Baruco. Congratulations, Ms. Baruco. I'll now entertain another motion to appoint someone to the Historical Commission.
Motion to reappoint Tim Lucci to serve on the Historical Commission for a 4-year term to expire on December 31st, 2029.
Second.
Motion and a second. Are there any other nominations?
Madam President,
Go ahead.
I motion to appoint Stephen Lowry to serve on the Historical Commission for a 4-year term to expire on December 31st of 2029.
Second.
President,
Yes.
I nominate Paul Cahan to serve on the Historical Commission for a 4-year term to expire on December 31st, 2029.
Is there a second?
No second.
Again.
Thank you. This board will consider Paul Cahan, Tim Lucci, or Stephen Lowry to serve on the Historical Commission. Before that point, is there a motion to close nominations?
Motion to close.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Stephen Lowry.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Tim Lucci.
Commissioner Cavender.
Tim Lucci.
Commissioner Holmes.
Paul Cahan.
Commissioner Quinn.
Paul Cahan.
Commissioner Hart.
Tim Lucci.
Commissioner McCollum.
Paul Cahan.
Commissioner McCluskey. Tim Lucci. Commissioner Trombetta.
Tim Lucci. Congratulations, Mr. Lucci. Next item on the agenda is the appointment or reappointment of members to the Human Relations Commission. There are 4 positions available. I'll now entertain a motion.
Ms. President, I would like to make a motion to reappoint Rosalind Spiegel to serve on the Human Relations Commission for a 3-year term to expire on December 31st, 2027.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
Move to close.
Second.
Good. All those in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Yes.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender.
Ross Spiegel.
Commissioner Holmes.
Ms. Spiegel.
Commissioner Quinn.
Yes.
Commissioner Hart.
Ms. Spiegel.
Commissioner McCollum.
Ms. Spiegel.
Commissioner McCluskey. Ms. Spiegel. Commissioner Trombetta.
Ms. Spiegel. Congratulations, Rosalind Spiegel. I'll now entertain another motion to appoint someone to the Human Relations Commission.
Ms. President, I'd like to reappoint Maria Ochio-Grosso to serve on the Human Relations Commission for a 3-year term to expire on December 31st, 2027.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Maria Ochio-Grosso.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender.
Maria Ochio-Grosso.
Commissioner Holmes.
Ms. Ochio-Grosso.
Commissioner Quinn.
I won't even try, yes.
Commissioner Hart.
Maria Ochio-Grosso.
Commissioner McCollum.
Maria Ochio-Grosso.
Commissioner McCluskey. Maria Ochio-Grosso. Commissioner Trombetta.
Marie Ochio-Grosso. Congratulations, Marie. I'd like to entertain a motion to appoint or reappoint another person to the Human Relations Commission.
Madam President,
Yes, Ms. Forresty Grubb.
I'd like to motion to appoint Alex Brophy to serve on the Human Relations Commission for a 3-year term to expire on December 31st, 2027.
Second.
It's a motion and a second. The motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
This is the last one. I would like to appoint Jim Blumenstock
Second.
to serve on the Human Relations Board for an unexpired term. Is this the unexpired? Oh, this is, okay, then for the three-year term to expire on 27 or December 2027.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations?
Is there a second on that one?
Yes,
I'm
I
sorry.
second.
I got it. Thank you. Motion to close.
Second.
Heard a motion to close in a second. All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The board will consider Alex Brophy or Jim Blumenstock to serve on the Human Relations Commission for the 3-year term to expire December 31st, 2027. Mr. Berman, please call the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Jim Blumenstock.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Mr. Brophy.
Commissioner Cavender.
Alex Brophy.
Commissioner Holmes.
Mr. Brophy.
Commissioner Quinn.
Jim Blumenstock.
Commissioner Hart.
Alex Brophy.
Commissioner McCollum.
Jim Blumenstock.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Alex Brophy.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Alex Brophy. Congratulations, Mr. Brophy. Now entertain another motion to appoint someone to serve for the unexpired term.
I'd like to move to appoint Jim Blumenstock to serve on the Human Relations Commission to fill an unexpired term to expire on December 31st of 26.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. The motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, I'll ask for a motion to close nominations. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Jim Blumenstock.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender.
Jim Blumenstock.
Commissioner Holmes.
Mr. Blumenstock.
Commissioner Quinn.
Jim Blumenstock.
Commissioner Hart.
Mr. Blumenstock.
Commissioner McCollum.
Jim Blumenstock.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Mr. Blumen.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Jim Blumenstock. Congratulations, Mr. Blumenstock. Next item on the agenda is the appointment or reappointment of members to the Ice Rink Advisory Board. There are 3 positions available. I'll now entertain a motion.
Madam President,
Yes, Mr.
I would like to motion to reappoint Christine Seawagon to serve on the Ice Rink Advisory Board for a 3-year term to expire on December 31st, 2027.
Second.
Motion and a second. The motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
Motion to close.
Is there a second? All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, will you please take the roll?
Commissioner Gondik.
Christine Seawagon.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender.
Christine Seawagon.
Commissioner Holmes.
Ms. Seawagon.
Commissioner Quinn.
Yes.
Commissioner Hart.
Christine Seawagon.
Commissioner McCollum.
Christine Seawagon.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Ms. Seawagon.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Christine Seawagan. Congratulations, Christine. I'll now entertain another motion for the Ice Rink Advisory Board.
Madam President, motion to appoint Chris Viola to serve on the Ice Rink Advisory Board for a 3-year term to expire on December 31st of 2027.
Second.
Heard a motion and a second. The motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, I'll ask for a motion to close nominations.
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it. Mr. Berman, please call the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Chris Viola.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender.
Chris Viola.
Commissioner Holmes.
Mr. Viola.
Commissioner Quinn.
Yes.
Commissioner Hart.
Chris Viola.
Commissioner McCollum.
Chris Viola.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Chris Viola.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Chris Viola. Congratulations, Mr. Viola. I'll now entertain another motion for the Ice Rink Advisory Board.
Madam President, motion to appoint Andrea Isaacson to serve on the Ice Rink Advisory Board for a 3-year term to expire on December 31st, 2027.
Second.
Motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, I'll ask for a motion to close nominations.
Motion to close.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Miss Isaacson.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender.
Andrea Isaacson.
Commissioner Holmes.
Ms. Isaacson.
Commissioner Quinn.
Yes.
Commissioner Hart.
Andrea Isaacson.
Commissioner McCullum.
Andrea Isaacson.
Commissioner McCluskey. Andrea Isaacson. Commissioner Trombetta.
Andrea Isaacson. Thank you so much. The next item on the agenda is the appointment or reappointment of members to the Library Board of Trustees. There are 3 positions available. I'll now entertain a motion.
Madam President, motion to reappoint Phil Goldsmith to serve on the Library Board of Trustees for a 3-year term to expire on December 31st, 2027.
Second.
Heard a motion and a second. The motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
Motion to close.
Second.
Motion to close in a second. All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Bill Goldsmith.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Phil Goldsmith.
Commissioner Cavender.
Phil Goldsmith.
Commissioner Holmes.
Mr. Goldsmith.
Commissioner Quinn.
Yes.
Commissioner Hart.
Bill Goldsmith.
Commissioner McCullum.
Phil Goldsmith.
Commissioner McCluskey. Goldsmith. Commissioner Trombetta.
Bill Goldsmith. Congratulations, Goldsmith. I'll entertain another motion for the Library Board of Trustees.
Madam President,
Yes, Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
motion to appoint Deb Morley to serve on the Library Board of Trustees for a 3-year term to expire on December 31st, 2027.
Is there a second? Thank you. The motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
Madam President,
Yes.
I'd like to nominate Carolyn Core for one of the open positions on the Library Board for a 3-year term.
Second.
Heard a motion and a second. Are there any other nominations?
Motion to close.
Do you have a second? Thank you. All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. The board will be considering Deb Morley or Carolyn Core. Mr. Berman, can you please take the roll?
Commissioner Gondik.
Deb Morley.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Ms. Morley.
Commissioner Cavender.
Deb Morley.
Commissioner Holmes.
Ms. Morley.
Commissioner Quinn.
Ms. Core?
Commissioner Hart.
Deb Morley.
Commissioner McCullum.
Carolyn Core.
Commissioner McCluskey. Deb Morley. Commissioner Trombetta.
Deb Morley. Congratulations, Ms. Morley. I'll now entertain a motion for the final appointment to the Library Board of Trustees.
Madam President,
Yes, Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
motion to appoint Deb Sella to serve on the Library Board of Trustees for a 3-year term to expire on December 31st, 2027.
Second.
Motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, I'll ask for a motion to close nominations.
Motion to close.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Yes.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender.
Deb Sella.
Commissioner Holmes.
Ms. Sella.
Commissioner Quinn.
Yes.
Commissioner Hart.
Ms. Sella.
Commissioner McCullum.
Debbie Sella.
Commissioner McCluskey. Deb Sella. Commissioner Trombetta.
Deb Sella. Congratulations, Ms. Sella. Next item on the agenda is the appointment or reappointment of members to the Parks and Recreation Board. There's one position available. I'll now entertain a motion.
Madam President, a motion to appoint Paul Davitt to serve on the Parks and Recreation Board for a 5-year term to expire on December 31st, 2029.
Second.
A motion and a second. The motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
Motion to close.
For a second?
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Paul Davitt.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender.
Paul Davitt.
Commissioner Holmes.
Mr. Davitt.
Commissioner Quinn.
Yes.
Commissioner Hart.
Paul Davitt.
Commissioner McCollum.
Paul Davitt.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Paul Davitt.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Paul Davitt. Congratulations, Mr. Davitt. Next item on the agenda is the appointment or reappointment of members of the Planning Commission. There are 2 positions available. I'll now entertain a motion.
Madam President,
Yes, Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
motion to appoint Victor Cortez to serve on the Planning Commission for a 4-year term to expire on December 31st, 2028.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion is now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
Madam President, I'd like to nominate Julia Phillips for reappointment to the Planning Commission to expire on December 31st, 2028.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Are there any other nominations?
Motion closed.
For a second?
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, we will be considering Julia Phillips or Victor Cortese. Will you please take the roll, Mr. Berman?
Commissioner Gondik.
Victor Cortese.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Victor Cortese.
Commissioner Cavender.
Julia Phillips.
Commissioner Holmes.
Victor Cortese.
Commissioner Quinn.
Mr. Cortese.
Commissioner Hart.
Julia Phillips.
Commissioner McCollum.
Victor Cortese.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Victor Cortese.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Victor Cortese. Congratulations, Mr. Cortese. I'll now entertain a motion for the final position on the Planning Commission.
Madam President,
Yes, Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
motion to reappoint Kimberly Juzak to serve on the Planning Commission for a 4-year term to expire on December 31st, 2028.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion is now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
Madam President, I'd like to nominate Julia Phillips for reappointment to the Planning Commission to expire on December 31st, 2028.
Second.
A motion and a second. Are there any other nominations?
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, we will be considering Kimberly Juzak and Julia Phillips to serve on the Planning Commission for a 4-year term. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik.
Kimberly Juzak.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Juzak.
Commissioner Cavender.
Julia Phillips.
Commissioner Holmes.
Julia Phillips.
Commissioner Quinn.
Well, Julia Phillips.
Commissioner Hart.
Kimberly Juzak.
Commissioner McCollum.
Julia Phillips.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Kimberly Juzak.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Kimberly Juzak. You tell me.
It would be Kimberly Juzak, 5-4.
Congratulations, Ms. Juzak. And thank you, Ms. Phillips, for your service. I'll now move on to Senior Citizens Advisory Board. For the Senior Citizens Advisory Board, each board commissioner will have the opportunity to appoint one member for a 1-year term expiring December 31st, 2025. Mr. Berman, can you please take the roll, asking them for the commissioners for their appointees?
Yes. Commissioner Gondik.
Dr. Carla Rogers.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb.
Christine McLaughlin.
Commissioner Cavender.
Alan Latofsky.
Commissioner Holmes.
Bruce Yasger.
Commissioner Quinn.
Diane Madia.
Commissioner Hart.
Reappoint Rita Waters.
Commissioner McCollum.
Reappoint Victor Barsky.
Commissioner McCluskey.
Margaret Lang.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Reappoint Peggy Murr. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is the appointment or reappointment of members to the Shade Tree Commission. There are 2 positions available. I'll now entertain a motion.
Madam President, I would like to nominate Lindsay McMonigal for a serve on the Shade Tree Commission for a 3-year term to expire on December 31st, 2027.
Second.
Heard a motion and a second. The motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
Motion to close.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik,
Lindsay McMonigle.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb,
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender,
Lindsay McGonigal.
Commissioner Holmes,
Ms. McMonigal.
Commissioner Quinn,
Yes.
Commissioner Hart,
Ms. McGonigal.
Commissioner McCullum,
Ms. McGonigal.
Commissioner McCluskey,
Ms. McGonigal.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Lindsay McMonigal. Congratulations. I'll now entertain a motion for the final position on the Shade Tree Commission.
Madam President, motion to reappoint Andrew Mink to serve on the Shade Tree Commission for a 3-year term to expire on December 31st, 2027.
Second.
A motion and a second. The motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
Motion to close.
Motion to close. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik,
Andrew Mc,
Commissioner Forresty Grubb,
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender,
Andrew Mink.
Commissioner Holmes,
Mr. Mink.
Commissioner Quinn.
Yes.
Commissioner Hart,
Mr. Mink.
Commissioner McCullum,
Andrew Mink.
Commissioner McCluskey,
Andrew Mink.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Andrew Mink. Congratulations, Mr. Mink. Next item on the agenda is the appointment or reappointment of members on to the vacancy committee. There's one position available. I'll now entertain a motion.
Madam President,
Yes.
I would like to nominate Kevin McNicholas for the 1-year term in the vacancy committee.
Second.
Heard a motion and a second. The motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
motion to close.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Ayes have it. Mr. Berman?
Commissioner Gondik,
Kevin McNichols.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb,
Yes.
Commissioner Cavender,
Kevin McNicholas.
Commissioner Holmes,
Mr. McNicholas.
Commissioner Quinn.
Yes.
Commissioner Hart,
Kevin McNicholas.
Commissioner McCullum,
Kevin McNicholas.
Commissioner McCluskey,
Kevin McNicholas.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Kevin McNicholas. Congratulations. Next item on the agenda is the appointment or reappointment of members to the zoning hearing board. There's one position available. I'll now entertain a motion.
So I move to reappoint Bob Kane to serve on the zoning board for a 5-year term to expire on December 31st, 29.
Second.
Heard a motion and a second. The motion's now open for discussion. Are there any other nominations?
Madam President, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Julia Phillips to serve on the zoning hearing board for a 5-year term to expire on December 31st, 2029.
Is there a second? Thank you. Are there any other nominations? Is
Motion to close.
there a second?
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it. Board will be considering Bob Kane or Julia Phillips. Mr. Berman, please take the roll.
Commissioner Gondik,
Mr. Kane.
Commissioner Forresty Grubb,
Ms. Phillips.
Commissioner Cavender,
Julia Phillips.
Commissioner Holmes,
Mr. Kane.
Commissioner Quinn,
Bob Kane.
Commissioner Hart,
Bob Kane.
Commissioner McCullum,
Robert Kane.
Commissioner McCluskey,
Robert Kane.
Commissioner Trombetta.
Bob Kane. Congratulations, Mr. Kane. And with that, we've now exhausted our appointments. Thank you to everyone who has been appointed or reappointed tonight. I did want to say, we extend our thoughts on behalf of this board to the victims of New Orleans. If there are no other comments from the board, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
So moved.
Thank you.
Good job.
Yay.